tributes continue to pour in for former Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe. He's died at the age of 95 in a Singapore hospital. Our reporter Heidi Jokos has been speaking to leaders at the World Economic Forum, and she joins us live now from Cape Town. Good afternoon to you, Heidi. I know that the World Economic Forum is about to end, and interesting, of course, our president is in East London today. There have been so many reactions, but let's start by giving us a sense of what people at the World Economic Forum are saying about Robert Mugabe.
Exactly, Sally. So we do understand that the President of South Africa is, of course, not at the World Economic Forum. He left yesterday, and as you rightfully said, he is in East London attending to that memorial service of Uyinene. However, we do understand that he has paid his respects. He has, paid his tribute to the late Robert Mugabe. Of course, very close ties with Zimbabwe and South Africa. But let's listen to what South African President Cyril Ramaphosa had to say about Robert Mugabe's death.
We will forever remember President Mugabe as a gallant leader of Pan-Africanism, of the independence of Africa, and we dip our heads to his memory, and we will be passing our condolences over time to the people of Zimbabwe and wish them well as they now proceed in a journey. President Mugabe contributed a great deal to Pan-Africanism and also to our own struggle, and we will forever be grateful for the contribution that he made. And we say may his soul rest in peace, and we wish the people of Zimbabwe well as they walk through this very difficult period as they now prepare to lay him to rest. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So a gallant leader of Pan-Africanism, that's how President Ramaphosa has described Robert Mugabe. Now, Heidi, I know you've spoken to a number of African leaders at the World Economic Forum. Tell us more.
Exactly, Sally. So we've managed to speak to some of the African leaders, such as the President of Namibia, as well as the Prime Minister of Eswatini. Of course, condolences coming in for the late Robert Mugabe. But what was interesting was we also spoke to the President of Namibia, where he made reference to the fact that leaders sometimes make mistakes. And he says that it's a time to celebrate the life of Robert Mugabe. But he also made mention of the fact that he was a very controversial leader. We do understand that his legacy and leadership is twofold, where he liberated and helped the people of Zimbabwe in the late 80s and 90s. But of course, looking back over the last couple of years, we have seen Zimbabwe really struggling with hyperinflation, with Zimbabweans leaving the country to find better quality of life, job opportunities, many of them coming to South Africa for that. But let's listen to what the President of Namibia, as well as the Prime Minister of Eswatini, had to say about the late Robert Mugabe.
That today, Zimbabweans lost their founding father, Namibians lost their comrade in arms, Africa lost ardent Pan-Africanist. The world also lost a world leader. World leaders are normally controversial. In that sense, he was truly a world leader. For Namibia and liberation movements, we were comrades in arms. I cannot forget what he has done for me when I was appointed as director of SWAPO election campaign to go back to Namibia after 27 years to go and spearhead the election campaign. I went to Zimbabwe for 2 weeks to be trained by them. And Mnangagwa, now current president, was assigned to me. So to us, we have lost a close comrade. But as I said, he has lived 95 years. We have to celebrate that illustrious life, controversial life, as all statesmen are. But the world must also note that sometimes controversial people tell the truth too.
President Mugabe touched so many people. He is one of our liberation heroes. And we just want at this point to celebrate his legacy and what he did for Africa. As far as the Kingdom of Eswatini is concerned, he was a true friend to us. and we just want to wish the people of Zimbabwe sympathy and that we are with them in prayer at this point.